Hello curiosas and curiosas, how are you? How are you? How are you feeling? Today I am going to talk to you about what are dental abscesses and their main causes. So, if you are interested, stick around and let's get to it. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss any of the notifications that YouTube sends you every time we are uploading a video. Let's say tooth abscess would come to be what is a disease. It can become very painful and annoying. It is mainly a soft tissue infection, which if not treated in time, causes damage to the internal structure of the tooth. And so summarized, we have that the abscess would be what is an accumulation of pus due to a bacterial infection. Now, I am going to mention the causes of those annoying abscesses in the gums. The number one cause we have is due to caries. And if the carious lesion is very advanced and reaches the pulp or the nerve of the tooth, it is very likely to develop what is a known pathology. The first cause is pulpitis, inflammation of the nerve, and as a consequence of this, there will be an infection of the root that will cause inflammation of the internal tissues. The second cause we have are periodontal diseases. What they cause in its initial stage is bleeding and inflammation, which will be known as gingivitis, and even though these effects can be reversed if this condition continues, it will derive what is periodontitis, which would already be a chronic disease where there is a loss of insertion of the teeth, with which there is a loss of bone, loss of gum, or rather retraction of the gums together with the loss of bone, thus propitiating what is a habitat for these bacteria, which will be present in the oral cavity. The third cause that we have here would be traumatisms, which can be due to a blow to the tooth, an exaggerated force on the tooth that causes pulp damage that leads to a loss of the pulp, to what is pulpitis, and from there it causes what is an infection. The fourth cause we have is polyimpaction of foreign bodies. This usually happens in root canal treatments, known as endodontics, where we use some files, some gutta percha, to make the root canal, whose function is to avoid contamination and fill it by means of these materials. But there is something that is known in the tooth called apical foramen, and if the apical foramen is open too much, the material that we put inside the canal will come out inside the apical foramen and will reach the circulation. So, what the organism will do is to detect those foreign bodies, that is to say, the materials with which we block the root canal, and what it will do in its self-defense would be to provoke a capsule, and this capsule would be the access to avoid further damage. Infection is provoked to a greater degree. Now the fifth cause that we have would be pericoronitis. We have that peri is around, crown chorus, and this inflammation, this would be known as inflammation around the crown, which we call dental alveolo, and this can be caused by some trauma, blows, or surgical procedures, for example, in the extraction of third molars, wisdom teeth, and it causes an inflammation around that dental alveolo, and it provokes, for example, what is an inflammation around what would be this dental alveolus. Around what would be this dental alveolo? The sixth cause is based on surgical procedures. In surgical procedures, we always try to place and suture elements that are as sterile as possible. But for example, there are cases in which they are not placed correctly and well. There you get an infection and the treatment fails, and this could cause what is a dental abscess. And these would be the main causes or some of the reasons why gum abscesses known as dental abscesses occur. I want to emphasize that there are still more causes, but in this video I will leave you with those 6 causes. If you like the content I provided, leave me your like, subscribe, activate the little bell and comment what other topics you would like me to continue explaining, or if you have any questions or how you can solve any cause. Here I leave you the logo of my channel, and here I leave you some videos that possibly you will be interested and you will like. That would be all, and see you next time.